blown away with it.
Yeah, right.
Go with it! Go with it!
So we're getting a feed? Is the feed coming through? Alright, cool.
Kia ora, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at the Araringi field, bringing to you the Tupapa women's against the Araringi women's side. Only here in Rarotonga this beautiful afternoon. And sorry guys about the technical solutions, and sorry for the late, but we will get underway. Oh, sorry guys, the TKV Raids, sorry about that. Tupapa going out with the ball now, take it down hard, Lisa gives it out. And out again to the, as they look like. Tupapa still with the ball now, trying to see what they can do. So it looks like it has been given to the Yep, it is the Tupapa women's ball now, taking it out for the women's. Yep. So it's your MC here, Super Samuel, and now cameraman Nga Glassy. Yes, it's a beautiful day here in paradise, ladies and gentlemen. If you know you like to watch a bit of footy, come on down, come and enjoy the sun. Come on down and show your support. So it is half time now with our women's. So while our women's are in their second half, we have the Overchill Premium, the Premium Men's with the Eels taking on Tupapa Malairinga Panthers. So while we're waiting for the second half to start, we just want to welcome everybody to our live stream. The Polynesian media. We just want to say a big mea taki mata to you all for coming along watching our live stream. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the second half with our Lady Panthers and the TKV Raids. So if you guys know, if you guys have families or teams that are here at the Araringi field, come on down, show your biggest support, and bring your mats, your snacks, and come and watch a little footy. So the Lady Panthers will take the kick. And the TKB race will take the ball as well. So Rima Brown with the kick now. Wow, that was a good tackle there on the Lady Panthers. And the ball has been given out. And that's a good run. Yep, what a good tackle with that one. TKB women are doing really well in this game. Oh. Yep. And Tubaba women's. Oh, hard luck on that one, but that was a good tackle. And Rima Brown takes the first try for this afternoon. So we are just ready for the conversion to be successful by our kicker, Lisa. And yep, the flags are up. Lisa with that beautiful conversion. Yes, and we are going into our women's game. And it's been given over to the TKB. So now we have a scrum from the TKB side. These ladies are doing really well in this second half. Beautiful game to watch. TKB gives it out. And with that tackle, again, Harrier with the ball going down. And the ball's been given out again. Yeah. They are trying their best to keep the game clean, to keep the game going. It's all about fun. Testing skills, strategies. Sorry about the on my words. Sorry about that, guys. And Harriet again going down with the ball. And Tsuba again with the ball. It was a good take from Rima Brown. Oh, that was a high tackle, that one. So that's a warning. But anywho, we are back. Two of our ladies with the ball now. With a good tackle on that one. Two of us still with the ball. Wow, they're still carrying on. These Lady Panthers are not giving up. They're just trying to give it their all. Panthers with another try. So waiting for the conversion to be successful. So our points leads at 12-all. Yep, so our score leads to 14-all, 14-0, sorry. And TKV with the ball, giving it out and taking it up now with the ball. Good tackle. Not rolling back. So back to the TKV women's. They tried their hardest to work as a team. Harry with that ball. It is now with the ball again, TKV. And that was a good tackle. Yeah, that was a strip. Back to the TKB. What a good game of footy today, guys. If you guys know, you just wanna have a little, some fun time, come on down to the Raimaru Park with the TKB Reds and the Lady Panthers going head to head. TKB with the ball. And still with the ball now. Yeah, it's back to the TKB Red. All right. So yeah, it's the TKB's ball. Yep, just a little reminder, if you guys are coming through to our live stream, you are most welcome to come through and watch our live stream with all our games. Yep, going down again with the ball. TKB with the ball, trying to work their way towards the try line. That's a good tackle on that one.
Our is open. Our is open. Okay, one for you, two for each. Thank you. So now we're going to pass open. And on the other side, we're going to sausage sizzle. And your chicken. Okay? Alright, thank you.
Yep. Oh, wait. And there goes the huro. And with that beautiful try, this beautiful afternoon from the TKB. So we're just waiting for the and yep, there you have it. Full time with our women's game here at the Raimaru Park. So it looks like our premium men's overture. They look ready in their yellow, blue and white. And for our Tupaba in their black and white. That was a good game between the Lady Pandas and the TKV women's side for this afternoon. So yes. So again, sorry for the late start this afternoon, earlier on this afternoon, sorry about the late start. But it is a good afternoon with everybody coming as a family to come and witness a good game of footy here at the Raimaru Park with our Lady Pandas and the TKV Raids. Kia ora, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back with our premier men's with the Assc and the Tabapa Panthers coming onto the field. And yes, it is a good time of footy with both teams going head to head. So if you guys have nothing to do at home, come on down, bring your kids along, come and watch a little bit of footy with both teams here at the Raimuru Park, only here in Ararangi. So both teams are gathering together.
Sorry, guys, just having a hi, Megan.
Man, without Assc, they will have to take the big hitters, and with all their numbers too. So here we are. Panthers now in their black, and the Assc Eels in the yellow, white, and blue jerseys. And the main man. Everybody knows how he knows his teamwork and how good he knows his plans for on and off the field. The one and only Mafu. So the Tabapa Panthers with the kick. Yep, that was a good catch on that one from the Assc Eels. And yep, take it down. So it's the Assc Eels ball. Kicking into touch. Tama. And with their lineup. Both teams go head to head here at the Raimuru Park, ladies and gentlemen. And been given back to the other chief Eels again. And yeah. Yes, this is a good game to watch. So come on down, guys, bring your snacks, bring your mats. Come watch a good game of footy against the Assc Eels and the Tabapa Panthers. Taken down with the ball now. Tip. That was offside. Assc again with the ball. Trying to reach the try line. No, they can't. So these both teams are having a wonderful time on the field, working as a team. So the scrum now.
Kia ora everybody, glad to join you all today. We have the Tupapa Panthers, both teams struggling so far in this competition, trying to find a win. So a win here will be crucial. You can see Eric Newbigging added to the team. And I can see John Vano there. I think last week I saw him commenting on our YouTube page, but now he's on the field. Impact player, probably imported, probably arrived this week. Aiden. I think some players are bad mouthing, so the ref will reward meters to the team with the ball. I think they're going to go for the penalty kick, the early 3 points. Tupapa Panthers just gifting them these 3 points. The penalty was set at 10 meters back. Strong wind. It's against them. Tama Nicholas, will he be able to slot this one in? Sure enough, Abachu Eels with the first 3 points.
Yep, and the Tupapa fan is going for the kick. That's a good catch on that one from the Abachu side. Going down hard with the ball, giving it out now. The Abachu is not.
Beautiful sunny day here. And you can hear in the background the voice of Kutia Tuteru entertaining the crowd. Right after this match, don't leave, we have the main match of the day. The TKV Reds going up against the home side. Oh, let's just stop here. Mafu on the break. What a dangerous player. It doesn't work out. But we have, as I was saying before, the next game coming up, 2 teams who have really picked up in the competition, the Bears and the TKV Reds. Who does the scrum feed belong to? How about you with the ball? Think that's Clive Nicholas? Toru Katsuke tries to bulldoze his way through, make some good meters. But turnover ball there. Tupapa attacking the right side, Eric. He's brought down.
That's why you're laughing. I'm gonna go up so I can't see it again.
All right, it's kia ora on the FMs. It's Wallace here. We're jumping on commentary this afternoon. Holy, what a game we've got. What a start with the Tupapa Panthers and the Awatere Eels battling out here in Raimaru. There's already a lot of feeling on the field this afternoon. Both teams trying to avenge their way through the season. We're in the second to last round. Second to last game of the round. And at the moment, we're seeing the Panthers more often with the ball. Better, Langi flicks one out the back. Say, he's standing up. The Eels player's got no option there. Already a lot of action in this match here. The Eels leading 3 points to 0. I mean, both sides well balanced in terms of their forward pack. And at the moment, it's just about technique and unity when it comes to scrum time. And I think with both these sides and the way they move and the way they play, there's certainly going to be a lot of energy poured out on the field. So it's going to come down to endurance, I think, as we head to the end parts of today's match, and we'll see what forward pack will stand up strong until the end. At the moment, it's quite balanced. Daniel Toa flicks one out to Bilson. Immediately the Panthers go out wide. Number 11 there going out to the edge, takes on one defender. Oh, just the luck of bounce didn't go his way. He was left in open air and just misjudged the bounce of the ball on the way through. Quite clear, the Panthers at the moment really utilising their fleet-footed backline. There's a lot of firepower there. It's just a matter of mismatching and taking the opportunity. They certainly had some there. It's just a matter of finishing it off. Just in the backfield there, one of the Awatere Eels players, I think it might have been a self-sustained injury, that one, but he doesn't look good. He'd be disappointed to be injured this early in the match. Sorry, I do apologize. I'm not too sure who we are looking at there, but the play continues. The Eels there, steady in their line out. Wild pass there. Puna Hiro getting the boot to ball, and he sends one down the field with the wind on his back. Wide pass there. Mafu meets the ball and defender at the same time. Getting ragdogged there. Pita in open space. He needs a bit of support there. Avachu getting numbers around, but still they're unable to get the ball just yet. Daniel Toa awaits the ball, doesn't get it, goes to his older brother, but leaves it behind. Referee playing an advantage there, coming from the side. Unlucky there with Avachi. I mean, they had numbers. They had the numbers to compete in their breakdown, but just didn't quite execute the breakdown in the technical and correct manner. You know, throughout the season, looking at both these sides, they're still, by the look of things, still trying to build their team, build the way they're trying this match. There's a lot of stop-starts and a lot of errors. I'm sure a lot of the time that they spend at training is certainly trying to make sure all parts of their game is improving. So when it comes to time like this, I certainly think there's a mixture of probably personal errors that's costing the team at every play. And right now, the Avachi Eels find themselves 5 meters out. The Panthers there work a move and they go to the middle. Unfortunately, it wasn't straight, so the Eels there were let off. With the quick throw, the Panthers there marching back 10. And once again, you know, that's a personal error, that just not quite executing the throw-in as John Bundle making his entrance for the Tupelo Panthers in this season. Quite a good laugh as well. I mean, last week in our live stream, John Bundle himself actually commented from overseas about this particular fixture this weekend, and all of a sudden he's here on island offering his service to the Tupelo Panthers. The Panthers there just outside the 22. They go to the same move, going to the middle. Devi Ngamitua takes it in. Their boys just settling through for more. The Avachu though, just bringing through a bit of power, but there, the Panthers are on a roll now. They've got themselves organised. It's opened up at the moment. Olive Willie going down. Daniel Toa goes out wide. Big Eric Newbigging. Looks like he's playing in the centres this afternoon. I could be wrong, but it seems to be working at the moment. The Panthers able to get through. Salafi with the ball, throws one back. Desperate pass there. Tom, he only knows one way, which is to go forward. The Panthers there working their forwards with a man down at the moment, number 4, it looks like Salafi. Eric pops one out the back. Bilson there isn't held and gets up and goes again. Numbers there, a bit messy for the Panthers at the moment. Avachu bring everything they can, and sure enough, pressure well applied by the Avachu Eels. I mean, when you're in the zone, you certainly want to have a strong and fast defense line. It's great to see the whole line in desperation working together to compete against this Panthers lineup. Salafi Tovio for the Panthers there, getting some attention. Doesn't look quite good, but at the moment he's getting some attention. Might have been in contact play there. Well, as we resume play at the moment, looks like there's a change of decision here. The referee, with the help of the linesman, they've seen something a few plays back. Penalty by the look of it. Tom Thor opts to go for a line out. My prediction is they're going to go for more. They'll be looking at their key guys. Tom Thor to call the shots there. Devi probably to get up top as well. Yep, and they certainly do that. It's overthrown, but it is still straight and available for the Panthers. Mafu waits for it, throws a dummy pass, throws out wide. Immediately the Panthers go from edge to edge. And there number 11, little speedster on the right side, gets one down, scores their first try of the afternoon. Well executed try by the Panthers there, going into the corner and then putting up 5 points to 3.
Who's stripping?
You.
Who's on the... You?
As we approach the first quarter of the match. And if you're just joining us this afternoon, kia ora and welcome to our live stream here today. Welcome to Raimaru Park, where we get to witness a double-header match between our premiers this afternoon, with our first premier match here taking place between the Tupapa Panthers and the Overture Eels. Panthers sitting second on the table at the moment, and the Overture Eels in 4th place. Mafu, as attempt to kick, looks good, looks great, great starts. First kick of the afternoon, right through. The Panthers leading 7 points to 3. Beautiful afternoon here in Raimaru Park. As you can tell by the grass, we certainly haven't had any rain, so it's been beautiful weather here in paradise. Extra heat, extra hot. A little bit of spice to the skin, but this afternoon, I think over the last 12 hours actually, we've got a big gust of wind blowing right across the field. So at the moment it's in favour of Abachu with the wind behind their back. Josh Motu gets up for the Eels and they get it back. Well executed kickoff there, really important. Jale Katuke bowls his way through. Oh, absolutely, there was an incorrect play there by Bilson. He knows it too. Just the lack of discipline there. He certainly had an intention to go for the ball, but laying over the ball, Bills, isn't going to get the ball for you. You need to be on your feet. The referee right on the mark to call a penalty, offering a possible 3 points for the Eels to take back the lead in this match. Tamato Nicholas from a similar position as his first kick. I'd like to think this will go straight over with no wind at the moment. Eyes up his target, steps up, calm as usual, but unfortunately pushes it out to the right. Very crucial opportunities that are given, need to take those points. It's early parts in the game, you know, both sides still trying to make a feel for the game, but I'm sure both coaches on both sides would be frustrated at the mistakes that are happening. I'm sure Tama will make sure the next one he gets it right. Overshoot right up the middle. They settle the play. Jale hands it off to Tamato, steps his way through. Got to go forward there. Jale, strong runner, breaks his way through. Decides to pass it off and they lose the ball immediately. The Panthers pounce back. Players out to the right there. Big boys that are going to work. Throwing it out wide. Rudy Sifa goes for a big run on the edge. Panthers, they recycle it to the left. Jesse Thor takes it up for his side. Gains the advantage line there. Slow recycle of the ball at the moment. Daniel dishes it off to his big centre. Eric loves the contact there. Gets an offload away. Bilson pops one off to Say. Say decides to throw one over to you. And you may want to get on defense really quickly and stop this guy. Any single run he makes is a minimum of 3 players to 4 players beaten. Numbers to the right here. Overchu exposing an open space on the edge. Gonna step back in. Heavy contact. Panthers there closing up on defense really quickly. I certainly think Overchu should have actually cut back in and keep the ball alive. They had numbers on the inside. They were just a bit too far to try and find the white line. Just as we set the line out here, Eels, they'll be wanting to compete, especially being in the 22 at the moment. They misjudge that. The Panthers, ball on the ground at the moment. And danger, man. You don't want this guy to run with the ball because he can burn you on the outside. Oh, frustrating. Unfortunate error there on the left side. Looks like young Nuku. Open space in front of him. Just couldn't quite take the pass. You know, key players like Charlie Langidela, when he's in open space, he's quite dangerous when he is on the field. Turns nothing into something. And certainly with his hard-earned effort, it's just a matter of support players to be there alongside with him. A well-created opportunity, gone begging for points. The Eels once again on defense. Panthers, they go wide. Bilson goes for a boot. Does he find man? Does he find the line? He certainly gets his boys out of trouble. Just on the 40. Exit play by the Panthers. Eels to the front of the line out, nice and clean. Punahiro goes for a run, makes a good burst, center of the field. Good fluency at the moment by the Eels. They go out to the edge. Offloads there happening. Jale waits for the ball. Nuku, halfback. Josh Motu looks up, goes forward. Langidela, Hiro. Aiden sizes up his man, creates a bit of space there, better go forward. There's plenty going on there. I think referee spots something. Penalty, probably an offside, yep. I mean, the Eels at the moment doing really well with their transition. It's quite fast, so they're catching the Panthers offside. I'm pretty sure I saw a penalty given, and maybe Avachu actually opted for a scrum. Oh, just in the back there, there's a player down at the moment. Not quite sure who's on the ground at the moment. Looks like Pita Langi doesn't seem too well at the moment. Leg, possible leg injury there. As we take a moment as well, looking into this match, right after this match will be the main game for this afternoon between the TKV Reds and the Aotearoa Bears. That's certainly a match that we look forward to. The TKV Reds at the moment are the hot favourites of the comp. The way they're trailing at the moment, dominating the comp. They've been going well so far, so I think for the Aotearoa Bears being host of this weekend's fixtures, they want to be defending their fortress and ensuring that they can keep a winning record against TKV Reds. As it is second round, and a win between the two doesn't matter, as they look forward to one more game of the round next week, which will be TKV Reds host. So certainly a game to look forward to right after this. The Avachu Eels here, they've got a perfect opportunity. They've got a great platform right now to attack and make use of this opportunity and score some points while they are here. Jale takes on the defense, takes on his man and scores. Strong run. Jale Langidela. Key player for the Avachu Eels every weekend. This guy, hard working workhorse on the field, very talented, but just the work rate on the guy. Well deserved try. Just individual brilliance, was sized up. He had a man to spare on the outside, but he just took it on. Missed tackles there by the Panthers. They certainly won't like that. They need to regroup. Nicholas sizes up the kick. Much better kick by Tomato Nicholas. Extra 2 points for his side. Really unfortunate for the Tupelo Panthers. Pita Langi doesn't look too good. Looks like that's the afternoon done for him. And the Panthers have made their substitution with John Noval making an entrance to the game. Daniel Toa gets us off for the kickoff. Puts one up high into the sun. Charlie manages to get it. Puts a boot to ball, gets his kick further down. What do we see? Interference there on the chase. Just silly mistakes, silly errors. And Toro will probably have a chat with his team and just encouraging the boys to cut it out. Just some unnecessary errors there. Now they've given an opportunity to the Panthers and offer them possible 3 points. Mafu Kalas, 1 from 1 this afternoon. Can he make it 2 from 1? Approaches it, keeps his eye on the ball flight and gets it up. Additional 3 points on the board for the Panthers. Great to see Mafu back for the Panthers side. He was certainly a missing piece in last week's fixture against the Bears, and to have him back, I'm sure the Panthers are definitely lifted for this afternoon, because that's the kind of thing this guy can do, is score some points for the men in black. Puna Hiro is going to get us off on the kickoff. Good height on the board. Josh Motu chasing through. Salafi manages to take one in. Said throws one back to no one. Mafu stands up his opposition, goes for a run. Great run out the edge there. Ball all over the place at the moment. The Panthers, they're a bit stretched at the moment. The Eels managed to recycle the ball. Follett gets one away. Aiden stands his players up. His opposition goes forward, sets it back up. Looks like play an engagement there. Tevi'i. Ruck is already set there. Referee just has a chat to the Panthers captain and just reminding him there's a few too many penalties in this area. Possible warning. It's quite clear at the moment, you know, both teams are chasing points where it's offered. As I mentioned, It's a very, very even battle between both sides, with the forward pack relatively similar in size and skill, and likewise in the back line, speedsters on both sides, strong runners on both sides. Very even contest, so as you can see, any points on offer they will take, and Tama pushes it out to the right, doesn't quite get it. I mean, he's probably prepped himself for kicks from the outside, which are much more difficult from kicks that are directly ahead. .22 dropout. Daniel puts it in the wind and hangs in the air. The Panthers pats it back. They get the ball back. Bit of pressure coming his way. Gets the kick out. Great kick there. The Eels get this ball for a line-out throw. And as you can see on screen, there's a lot of wind blowing there in the corner. Be interesting to see if he can get this one straight. He's just got to throw it hard and direct at this jumper. And it hangs in the air and it stays in line. Puna drops it off to So'oialo. Strong run up the middle. Places it back. Charlie goes for a little dab. Look back on the inside. Hiro, does he get there? He doesn't quite get there. They've got to stay composed here, the Eels, and they lose the ball. Missed opportunity. Just a bit of patience there. The Eels certainly opened up the Panthers there through the middle. Just a fantastic job there by the backs of the Panthers, just being able to execute on defense and just causing a bit of disruption to the flow of the Eels' attack. They get the ball back, but they're backed up onto their line right now. Alarm bells going for the Panthers as they look to exit, and they do that immediately. Daniel puts the ball up high, gives his winger some time to chase, and he gets him. Tama does really well to throw it back in. Danger man sizing up his opportunities, and again goes through the middle. Takes an easy 15 meters. Katsuke, he sees something on the left, he goes left. The Eels have just got to settle here. As much as they can see the opportunities, you've still got to try and generate a bit of pressure by allowing this Tupapa side to react to their attack and just create phases, create plays, especially when you're down here, being patient with the ball. Just not enough, I think, patience there. They're going straight away, striking everything that they see. If you want to win this game, it's going to take process to get upfield and dismantle this Panthers side, because at the moment it's toe-to-toe, and the Eels have just got to bring a slightly different game, a bit more attitude and patience. Great kick there by Daniel Dor, getting his side 20 meters upfield, just on the 40-meter line. Panthers will want to contest for this and try and get the ball back. Aiden calls a shot there. Clive, Josh Motu goes up. Great throw in. Puna goes wide straight away. The Eels go out to the edge. Tama pushes his way through, strong run. They settle, feeding through. The Eels centre field. Jolly goes left, looks for Aiden. Aiden switches play, brings it back to the right side, throws one. Losing the ball in contact there, just a bit of pressure coming through by the Panthers. Missed opportunity there. Sai was looking at a pick and go off the deck. But unfortunately his man on the ground keeps the ball in hand and doesn't quite go through, forcing an error. Bilson gets a bit of contact on the ground. Just needs a bit of magic water by the look of things. I think he'll be right there. He's standing up on his feet. Just gets a bit of collision as he goes down into the ground. But he's back up. He's on again. A free kick coming through. Free kick on offer here to the Panthers. I'm not sure what I saw or what's happened. But we carry on play. Daniel goes right through the hands of Tama. But he makes up for it, buys a bit of time, buys a bit of footwork and goes for space. This kid's just on a roll at the moment. Eels on a roll right now. Panthers there just on scrambling on defense. They're set at the moment and they get the ball back. Boot to ball play, the ball's still in play. Rudy decides to kick it away. A rugby match turned into moments of football, only for it to come to a stop and half time right now. We go to half time with 10 all on the scoreboard. Just as we talked about at the very beginning, this is going to be a tight match between the two. The scoreboard says it all, but an action-packed first half. All sorts of action happening on the field, open field plays, lots of stop-starts, missed opportunities. I'd imagine the conversation at half-time by the coaches is process. Going back to what they've worked on all week, ensuring that they control the way they play this match. As both sides are bringing a lot of firepower, both sides are also bringing a lot of pressure. And it's just a toe boxing match at the moment between these two giants of the comp. And both sides also haven't been trailing well, with a few losses on the go. So both of them will be trying to get some redemption and put a bit of victory spirit back into their camps. But at the moment, both sides are working really hard. And we take a short break at this half-time with 10 all, second half to come. Welcome back to the second half of this match between the Tupelo Panthers and the Avachu Eels. We're going to get a restart there. Mr. Hiro gets us off for the second half. Mafu stepping up, sees the sun and the ball, and it pops out just to behind him and gets a kick away, but Charlie right on the mark. Throws one out to the right. Tama doesn't quite get it to hand. Bit of weaving to do just to size up this Panthers defense and just rip them to shreds. Setters one in the middle there. He's just off the, yep, managed to get himself down. Eels go to the edge here just to set a play. George steps up, goes forward through the middle. Good run up the middle there. What are we looking at here? Ref has called stoppage. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure what I've missed. I think it might actually have been something to do with the match officials, but we resume play at the moment with the Avachu feed into the scrum, centre field in the Panthers territory as the scrum sets. And it has been all afternoon quite a balanced shift. Eels look to go left. Tama once again just weaving through. The Eels look to set rights. Katuke carries through with the support there. Ball's popped out to the left. Aiden scores. Match officials have got to make some decisions here, because I mean the ball popped out to the left. That was possibly a knock on, or it may have just been a loose ball and it was scooped up by Aiden Anguna, and he gets ball over the white line. Scrum's called, and I think it might have just been a loss control of the ball there, slight knock on. So, I mean, as Toru went to ground, the ball wasn't quite set properly and it just rolled away from the pod, which is then where the Eels have scooped that up to score a possible try. So I like to think that it was a knock forward, hence the call for a scrum Panthers feed. Panthers set the scrum, they go out to the right side. Mafu throws out to the wing. They want to try and get back into the field, and they certainly do that. Strong carry there. Panthers unable, yes. They're unable to secure their own breakdown. The Eels just penetrated through quite easily. The Eels there just recognizing the numbers they had in contact and just walked right over. Got themselves a penalty. Tama Nicholas puts the side upfield just outside the 22. Toru Katake. Looks like he's calling the shots there on the call. My prediction will be Josh Motu getting height. Nope. Clive steps up, gets the ball down, they set a scrum. A lot of pressure coming through by the Panthers, yeah. Wally Tangata breaks off, goes for a little scoot. The Eels set to the left there, Fale dishes off. George Fatifai works his way upfield. Charlie just manages to get away. Hiro goes wide. The Eels will need to be composed here. They were just about to be isolated, and Charlie goes for a little scoot. He kicks it away. Recognised there was an advantage. The Panthers there, just over the ball, incorrect play of the ball. And wasting no time, the referee just silence any noise that's coming through from the players with a card. Eric Newbigging goes for 10 in the bin. Just ill discipline responding to the referee. Unfortunate. Now the Eels play one up with an extra man on the field. Sorry, with the Panthers one less on the field with 14 players for 10 minutes. Tama Nicholas puts it through the sticks, gets 3 points on the board, 13 points to 10, leading in the second half. I would think an easy 3 points there given away by the Panthers, allowing the Eels to lead in the second half. Substitutions also being made for the Te Puawa Panthers. Okinaya on field now for the Panthers. The Eels shifting the ball along the line, goes for a big run. Tama once again go for a little run. He meets Sai, loses the ball, and away goes the Panthers. Rudy Sifa goes for a big run, sets up the platform. Tom Doa fakes one on the inside. George Fatifai just walks through. Unfortunate there. Ruck was set. Very close to George, was almost able to grab the ball, steal the ball at the breakdown, but just lost his feet. Panthers there, they're not taking any 3-point option at this point. They want to get 5 to 7 on the scoreboard, especially this early in the second half. Why not take the opportunity and pile on the points? But it's going to take execution. They've got to go through their processes, especially with only 14 players against the Eels' 15 players. And the Panthers are able to maul it through in the scrum, putting on a lot of heat, a lot of pressure. That's probably the help of some fresh legs. Able to get some power through that Eels forward pack. That's probably the first time we've ever seen actually the scrum going one-sided. They get another opportunity here. I'm sure the Eels, they'll readjust. They'll ensure that doesn't happen again. But the Panthers at the moment are hungry, bringing a little bit of energy back into this match as they set for the scrum. Ball goes in quite easy. The Eels able to sustain at scrum time. The Panthers go left. Great tackle there. The Panthers going for their pick and go option, taking every inch they can to get closer to that line, and they go the wrong way. Some silly decisions there made by the Panthers to go to the edge. I mean, there was only 2 phases and they didn't quite execute it, but it looks like we've got something sighted here by the linesman, a possible high shot during the play. I mean, we're looking at the body language here. Okay, so let me just rewind this a little bit. So looks like the Eels have managed to carry the Panthers out to the sideline, which should have been a line out. And then there might have been a call for high shot, so then a penalty was given without us actually seeing what happened. And the Panthers have opted for a scrum, which brings us to now. The Eels able to sustain it. The Panthers have got to get the ball in and get it out straight away. Bilson goes for the short pass. Oh, scores it, but from this end it looks like a dove of a movement. But we're going to say Bilson reached out, which you are allowed to do. Even if you are on your 4s, you're able to lift the ball and only your arms to reach out to score the try. But just in an instance, it really looked like he shifted his body. However, we're about 50 meters away and the referee was 5 meters away, able to make the call with a try awarded to the Panthers. Panthers here back in the lead, 15 to 13 with kick to come. Marful kicks it over. Additional 2 points. 17 to 13, the Panthers lead in the second half. Tick for tack at the moment. Both sides taking the lead at different times of the game. Right now, the Panthers got the lead, up by 4 against the Eels. Puna Hiro gets us off for the kickoff. Oki looks into the sun, lets the ball go behind him, and it bounces right back into the hands of Fale Soyalo. Goes for a big run. The Eels set themselves up right now, getting their big boys to go to work on pick and goes. Doru goes by himself. Got to keep it close, boy. Charlie decides to throw one out to the right. Hiro finds himself isolated, possibly losing it there, but an advantage to the Eels. Toru looking for the tap and go. Big George goes out to the left. Josh off the deck. Katuke dips his head down, goes forward. lands over the white line. Captain of the Avachi Eels gets a 5-pointer next to his name this afternoon. The Eels back in the lead. Tick for tack this afternoon, guys. The Eels able to answer immediately after conceding a try. Great kickoff there. Charlotte just commanding his boys around the field. Fale Soialo creating the opportunity, and just a bit of patience there by the forward pack. Toru Katuke leading the way for his boys, and gets one back on the scoreboard with the kick to come. Tama sizes it up nicely and just calmly puts it through the uprights. With the Eels leading this match 20 points to 17. We certainly hope you're having a great afternoon out there, or great evening whenever you watched us live stream. It's a great match at the moment between the Avachi Eels and the Tupua Panthers. As you can see in the scoreboard, not much in between these two sides. As number 21, Eric Newbigging, makes his way back onto the field. He's had a little bit of a rest on the naughty chair. Good 10 minutes. Now he's back on, and the Panthers did well at the moment to work with only 14 players on the field. And they're back to a full 15 with the ball coming their way. Daniel Toa throws right out to Eric. Mafu puts on a side step, goes for a little run. Just going to stay in, and he does so. Yeah, absolutely. Just a slight knock on the ground. Just a slight mistake there by Mafu as he was going to place the ball back. Just happened to fumble the ball on the rollback. Fresh legs on for the Avachi Eels. Big Francis Akava making an entrance to this match. Locking in with Big George at a timely part of the game. There's a bit of energy coming through for the Panthers, and now the Eels have got to equalise that. Charlie with the feed. Lots of grunts coming through on the Panthers. They just trump through this Eels forward pack. The sort of battle the big boys love. John Bundle stands up tall on that one. Now the Eels are on the back foot with the Panthers marching into the 22 of the Eels. This is end-to-end stuff by these teams. These two sides going one side to the other. The Panthers with an opportunity. Panthers go to the middle. They set up their maul, making their way, trucking it through. It hasn't quite moved just yet. They've got to get organised, the Panthers, before they get called to use the ball. The Panthers on a move at the moment, but just going towards the wrong line. They give it back in. Rudy goes for a scoot. He's just going to stay up until his support gets there, and they do. Fires it out, goes Daniel Toa. Eric meets the man and the ball at the same time. Playing advantage. A little bit of chaos going on there. To be expected, but certainly unnecessary there by the Eels. But it's a game of rugby, guys. There's going to be contact. There's going to be a lot of feeling. Substitutions coming on. Wally Tangata gets his rest. Gets some reinforcements into this Avichu forward pack. Big Vaughan makes an entrance to the game. Quite timely as well. Hopefully he can bring a bit of size, bring a bit of power to sustain the pressure that the Panthers are offering right now. Two big boys up front for the Eels. Can they match it up? Can they squeeze in tight? Panthers there managed to get the ball away out of the scrum. Big Eric goes for a run. He knows only one way is to go straight. Oki Naya goes for a little scoot as well. Setting up just central. They've got to get organised, the Panthers here. Bit of patience. Goes for a run. Needs some support there. Ball's a bit messy in the breakdown. The Eels walk through that. They get a kick away. And the ball bounces out. What a relief. The Eels able to get out of trouble. They get a great kick away, forcing the Panthers back. Substitutions on for the Tupapa Panthers. Rudy Sifa, the Tongan horse, takes a break this afternoon. Ryan Daniels makes an entrance to this match. Say, great job there at the bottom, getting the ball away from the ground. Mafu was called back, slightly offside. Does well to pull back. The Panthers meeting up there on defense, just causing a bit of chaos and disruption there at the breakdown. Big George throws his dummy, goes for a run. Does really well to get the ball back. Charlie, he'll be looking for a kick. He does so. Puts one up into the wind and doesn't go very far, but it hangs in the air. Mafu puts on the little bursters, thrusters to get a bit of go forward, and they set themselves out centre field. Salafi takes it forward, holds onto the ball. He might be isolated here, and he is. Fale Soyalo strong over the ball, gets a good steal for his side. Damat Nicholas opting for the line out, gets a kick just inside the Panthers territory, just over the halfway. As we get a great shot here, right in front of our camera. In a great position to see this play take place. Josh Motu steps up. Puna carries it forward. Fale loses the ball. Doesn't quite get it to hand. There's a lot of pressure coming his way. Panthers flick it off. Around the back, out to the side, John Norval. Unfortunately, kicks it too far. Got the right idea. But unfortunately, it's coming back, all the way back. Just near the halfway. Scrum to the Other Eels. Substitutions. Both sides running on fresh legs at scrum time. The big boys getting some rest in. Big effort. Eels going for a run, the back line taking it forward, support play right through. Cornut goes left, Dama sizes it up, draws and pass. Nuku sizes up his defense, meets strong, heavy contact. He's got to get the ball back. Strong carry through the middle. Ryan just misses out on the ball. Charlie too quick. Throws one up and Aiden meets the contact as well. Big Vaughan goes for a run. Charlie sticking to their processes here. You know, they're doing it at a speed. The Average Eels, they've just got to find their rhythm. Charlie goes left. Tamato takes on heavy contact. This is good stuff so far by the Eels. Just utilising the skill, the space, and attacking the areas that they want to. But they don't quite secure the ball. Okinaya coming through, disruption. Flicks the kick, flicks off a pass. Panthers there able to turn defense into attack. The Eels able to get some players back and just hold it off, and they don't quite. The Eels there just closing off at the breakdown. They've got to keep their feet. They can't close off the ball and disallow any opportunity for the opposing team to contest. But you know, he did as well as he could, and the penalty is probably the best of what was unfolding, because his team was on the other end trying to make their way back. I'm sure if the play continued, the Panthers would have picked it up and scooted off for possible 5-pointers. So this is probably the best result out of this penalty, to give up 3 points, possible 3 points, rather than 5 or 7. Marful Kalas for the Panthers. His attempt to close the gap, to even up the scoreboard. He approaches, kicks it, looks up, keeps focus on it. And a little look on the ground of disappointment as he misses that kick right in front. With 15 minutes to go, the Eels still lead this match. 20 points to 17. The Panthers, they look up, looking for space. The Panthers there go for a little scoot forward. Chase is coming on board. Tamato Nicholas evades his way. Unfortunately, the Panthers, they get it back. Ryan Daniel goes for a little run. Kicks it through. Aiden, unfortunately, just fumbles the ball on the scoop through and meets contact as well. More substitutions being made for both sides. With two Richards making an entrance to this match. Richard Tane makes an entrance for the Aperture Eels, and Richard Finau makes his way on for the Tupelo Panthers. So let's see if at scrum time there will be some enrichment that'll happen, that'll progress in this match, especially at scrum time. With fresh legs on. Less than 15 minutes to go in this match. Wide, wild pass thrown out to the center field, and Mafu Kalas catches it on the fly and just spaces out himself from the opposing team, from his opponents, and scores one. Center field, right under the sticks. That pass could have gone either way, but it has gone in the favor of the Panthers, and they take back the lead. With 22 points to 20 at the moment, with the kick to come. Once again, the Panthers just showing their class at set piece time, setting the scrum, setting the go forward, and just breaking through the center field to get some points on the table, answering the call. Mafu Kalas once again stepping up and also putting on the additional 2 points. With the score now 24 to 20, Panthers lead. Mafu Kalas receives the kickoff, goes with a little chip and chase. He's got a lot of confidence now. And the Panthers have just got to jump onto that bus as well and go with them. Backdoor, two young boys coming together. Ryan Daniel, John Oval. Play continues. We finally come to a stop at the moment. Very swifty play on the far side there. Ryan Daniel chucking a sneaky round the corner. And John Oval responds with a bit of a jet shoe blast. Going downfield and throwing it back in. Just another two hand getting in the way. And luckily too, as there was open space right in front for the Panthers fleet-footers. We go to scrum time. Can the Eels put a bit of grunts and try and contest for this ball? They do, but can the Panthers get out quickly? They don't. They make a mess of it, the Panthers. Huge effort by the Awatere Eels. They play out line out, Awatere ball. Great stuff there by the big boys from the swamp. Now they've got to take this in, get to their transitions and get downfield. And they don't quite get the ball. Panthers jumping up to contest on this one. Bilson opting for something different, which under the safe hands of Charlie, he doesn't call the mark, decides to run for it. Oh, just the talent between Charlie and Tomato. How they were able to get themselves organized between the 5 defending players, and right now the Eels make a meal of it. They lose the ball at the breakdown and giving it back to the Panthers. Lapana Tofilo making an interest to the game. Unfortunate there, causing an error for the Eels side. Now can the Eels contest this one, as they've done well just moments ago? Daniel Toa throws one out the back. Mafu scoots around the outside, sizes up his opponents, gets a would-be tackler from behind. Ryan Daniel goes to ground. John dishes it away. Panthers just spreading slightly. Finally, they go forward. Infringement there by the Eels. Advantage. Bilson stomps and walks his way forward. They go wide, the Panthers. Oki, Naya, just applying a lot of muscle going through, and Josh Motu right on top of it. Does really well to get the ball for their side, but we're playing an advantage. The Eels there just impeding at the breakdown. Very unfortunate. Richard going for the ball. Just unfortunate there. Could have gone either way. Penalty in favour of the Panthers at the moment, and Mafu Kalas. Can he redeem himself? About 10 metres back. A penalty kick ago. Similar direction. Can he get this one in to separate their score from the Eels and make it a 8-point game, in which forces the Eels to have to score twice? Puts it right up into the skies and in between the uprights. The Panthers extend their lead. With 27 points to 20. Kana Ngā takes the restart. Facing the wrong way there. It looks like Big Francis will all over that, and he certainly did well to clean the ball. Tofilau. Fatifai dishes it off to Soialo. Fale Soialo goes for a run right through the middle. Places it back Tofilo out to Aiden. Onguna Tamatoa on the edge again. This guy just looking for work all day. Just running rampant against this Panthers side. Big Francis carries one forward. Tofilo off the deck. Aiden dishes off a couple of dummies. Hiro goes out to the left. Charlie puts one through. Not sure if that was a great idea because now the Panthers are going to go on the other end with a no-arm contest there. Oh, very controversial call here. Very, very controversial. Mafu Kalas plays at an advantage and actually gets the ball with open space in front of him to score a try, or the referee calls it back for a no arms tackle. What are we looking at here? Referee's decision pending. And now this will be an interesting discussion in terms of what has developed from a red card, or for a red. Thomas Storr gets the card from the referee as the captain. There might have been some heavy conversation dished off to the referee. And I think I know what his frustration would be, is the fact that an advantage was played at for possible foul play. Therefore, that's probably what Thomas Storr was blowing up about, because a potential try was called back. So now we resume play in terms of the actual infringement, which was probably contest. Referee has a discussion with the captain. I believe it might have been some warning dished off to the Eels side. But quite ironic, eh? I've never actually quite seen that. The Panthers, I mean, as the attacking team, they get a penalty, but they also get a red card. So I know the original penalty still stands, but if you're dishing off a red card, that is a possible, or what could have been, a turnover or a reverse of the penalty. But we continue. The Panthers want to play, however the bench is going crazy, saying the hooter has gone off at full time and they still want to play. But finally, the ball has gone dead. And it is full time this afternoon. The Panthers taking the win this afternoon against the Arbitrary Eels with an action-packed game. The Panthers leading, taking out this game by 27 points to 20. Certainly a lot of drama there towards the end. Some conversations to be had, and I'm sure some opinions will be thrown around. But we've just witnessed a great match between these two sides. The Tupelo Panthers walking away victors of this match. as they look forward to next week's game on their home ground to end the last game of the round before we go into the playoffs the following week. But certainly well deserved. It could have gone either way. Both sides very even in the way they play. But again, it's who stands up tall to the end. And I think the Panthers did well to hold on, and especially to come back late in that match to close off the game with a win. Congratulations both sides. They'll walk into next week's game to end the regular season. So all the very best to both sides. I'm sure they'll go away from today's game to work on a few things in prep for next week's final regular season game. We'll take a short break, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next is the TKV Reds against the host club, the Ararangi Bears. Let's look forward to that match.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're out of welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we got TKV sitting up on the top of our table on the screen. We've got TKV. Gentlemen, welcome TKV. And also we've got other players coming up today. Ladies and gentlemen, the bar is open. The bar has been open for the last 2 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, make your way up to the bar. Up on a round of applause for all the players, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. TKV sitting on the top of the table this week, guys. Once again, welcome to Rana. That bar is open, ladies and gentlemen. Also has our chicken going and also our rice and sorry, we have the sausage sizzle. For those of you watching, no more. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rana Poikura. Welcome to our program. Just a special announcement to Polynesian Anthony. Please make a way to the stand. We're looking for a keyboard. Thank you. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome for our visitors from all over the world. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Kia ora. Tato katoa. Welcome back to our live stream this afternoon. The main match of today One that we were really looking forward to with red hot favourites, the TKV Reds in the red and blue strip, and the Ararangi Bears in the red, yellow and black as the host club for this afternoon. We're out here in Raimoru Park. As you can probably see on field, there's a bit of dry grass here. Weather's been beautiful here in Paradise. Hot sunny days as we approach springtime, and we have not had any rain to allow our green to take its color. So this afternoon we're actually playing in a beautiful condition for today. There's a big gust of wind that's blowing across the field at the moment, so tactically for these two sides, how they utilize the condition, we'll be looking forward to it. Basil Matapo gets us off for the last game of the day. The TKV Reds, they go to work. Jason Potoru finds Vinga. Josh Koroi goes out to Pita. Brian Akava makes a return back from injury. Bears go for a quick throw there. Basil off the deck. Nelson goes for a run there. Tayo gets one out to the middle. Amani Ama goes for a bit of a run. Referee sees something he doesn't quite like. What are we looking at here? A penalty. Looks like a high shot there. There was a quick signal by the referee. Didn't quite see the reason for the penalty. However, we'll resume play. Basil decides to go for the line out and gets the side into the opposition 22. Already in this first half, the Reds find themselves having to defend the red zone. We'll see our first line out for this afternoon. The Bears, they execute their first line out quite well, and they go for the maul. Well organised, well proposed against this Reds outfit. It breaks down slightly. The Reds there, just illegally coming through on the breakdown. And the Bears go to another line out. They've done well on their first one, so can they execute on their second line out and hopefully get a good drive on to be able to get to the line? And the Bears go to the front. Unfortunately, it just slips through the hand of Kiana Pomari. Jeff Taripo cleans it up. Totoa Tuia gets it through, gets the first points on the board. The Bears stamping their mark early in this match through their captain. Totoa leading the way with a 5-pointer for his side this afternoon. Great start to this Bears lineup. Getting first points on this game this afternoon with the kick to come. Basil goes for the kick, gets it through. What a great start. Top shelf way to start the game for any team, and the Bears have certainly done that today, ensuring that they welcome the Reds onto their turf, but reminding them that they're not here to be walked over. So the Reds, what can they do to respond? Jason Portoru will kick us off for the restart. Jeff Mangele waits for the ball. Goes for a run there, places it back. Matapo finds Kiana Pomare. Wait, Kiana nose away, and that's forward. And he penalty side. Couple of penalties against the Reds this afternoon, and early in this match too. Basil gets a good kick away. Takes the side short off the halfway. It's a bit of gust of wind there, pushing from left to right. Quite challenging for Nelson to try and get this throw straight, and he's done well so far with 2 lineouts successful. Can he get the third one? Goes through the middle, and it just goes over to the right. And of course, the referee sees that. But then again, that's that adjustment that you've got to make. You've got to be aware of the conditions, and he probably just was sticking to the call. The Bears should have actually gone short on that line out, especially with a bit of heavy wind happening. Will the Reds continue? They get an opportunity now. They go through with their captain. Kenna carries it through. Vienga dishes it out to his big boys in the centre. Tayo right over the ball, and he certainly gets one. Well done. There's certainly nothing wrong that the Reds are doing. It's just everything right that the Bears are doing at the moment. They're just a lot more urgent, a lot more energized at every play that is going on this afternoon. And so far, everything is going as well as it can for the host team. Nelson Ngaroi, he'll be looking for a bit of leadership coming off the likes of Robert Heather, calling the shots. Absolutely, go to the front. Fantastic. That's the right call to make. Unfortunately, the ball doesn't go quite to hand out in the backs. Toto cleans it up, gets a bit of go forward. Ball doesn't quite go to hand. What do we got here? Slight knock on, unfortunately. The ball just goes right through the hands of Amani Ama. But Big Nels there just happened to misread the catch and loses the ball. The Reds, they get their first scrum of the afternoon. Let's take a look at how these two teams go at scrum time. It has been an advantage for both sides when it comes to set piece and especially scrums. Seems pretty steady. The Reds go left through the hands of Brian Akava, who runs into traffic. The Bears are all over that right now. Absolutely. Oh, he's going to call a high shot. It's very unfortunate there. I think Robbie was arguing that the player had actually dipped into his hand, but a high shot is a high shot. Brian Akava Gets his boys downfield, 20 meters upfield, in fact. With our linesman there on the far side, marking the spot. None other than our president of Cook Islands Rugby Union, Simi Deotu, making a mark in this play. The Reds go short. Perry hands it off to Petro, hits a brick wall at the moment, and he's still held up and finally makes it to ground, but was it taken in? It sure was. Couldn't quite free up the ball. The Reds just going into contact, but the Bears were just smart enough to isolate him and keep him up off the ground, disallowing the ball from being played back. Well executed defense by the Bears. As the Bears set up for their scrum midfield, you'll be looking at players like Tayo to set up the next play. And they've got options here to go right or left. And they go through the hands of Tayo. He looks at the corner. Six, there's a bit of space and a bit of grass, and he certainly finds that. And it hits the post. That play is out, so that is a dead ball. And it should actually come back to where he's kicked it. But what does the referee say? Okay, so he's saying that that is still infield, so it'll be a 5 meter throw. I am positive when it hits the flag, therefore it is a dead ball. And it should be a play all the way back to where he's kicked it. What is the decision here? Reds line out, 5 meters out. Okay. Let's just resume play. The Reds go for their line out. They do that really well through the hands of Kali. Ratsu being up, waits at the back. Jason Porteru. Once the referee got here, penalty. The Reds opting for a kick to the line, getting a line out just inside the 22 meter line. Jason Porteru puts up a box kick. Chase is coming on at the moment. Sai leading the chase. Pisa responds with a good catch. And the Bears throw one to the ground. And you want to stop this guy. Pita, center for the Reds. Bit messy there, breakdown, just players in the way. Jason catches the Bears offside. There should be an advantage there. But we continue playing. The Reds slowly making their way upfield. Bit of urgency being up. Goes out to his big boys. And the Bears are able to walk through. Kena settles down just inside the 22. Petro goes for a run. Once again, he's held up slightly and the ball just makes its way back. What do we got? Resume play. Okay, it's a quick tap and go, and the Reds making their way further upfield. What do we make of it, guys? What do we make of it? What's happening down there? Referee puts his hand up. It's a penalty. Jason opts for the line out. Looks like he had a little fit before he kicked it. But they're going for the line out. What are the options here? The Reds, possible maul. And they do it in fashion at the moment. Reds right now rolling into the end goal of the Bears, and the Bears respond back and sends a message to the Reds and reminds them the double line out is a double for nothing at the moment. Very strong response by the Bears on defense to hold out this very energized TKV Red side, who will continue to work. Okay, what I've just seen there slightly is a yellow card that's flipped up in the air and down. There must have been some sort of infringement. Micah for the Bears takes a seat for 10 minutes with a yellow card. Some sort of infringement out on the far side. And we have a Reds scrum 5 meters out. Scrum feed to the Reds. Jason Otoru feeds it through, and strong carry there by Pio. Josh Koroi gets a carry through, faces upside down as he places the ball back. Sai has a little dab and is held up by the general Taio does really well at the moment, and the play finally goes down and taken in by the Bears. Great contest there. Doing well so far, the Bears on defense, working together. Scrum feed to the Bears. Basil gets the ball in. Rob here that carries from the boot of the scrum. Tayo looks to get this kick out. Big Magic goes for a run. Gains an extra 5 meters. Angle for the box kick. Great kick so far, finds a bit of grass. Brian Akaba sizes up his options, runs into a brick wall. I'm not sure if that's the right. They managed to get numbers back. The pick and go midfield, the Reds, and they lose the ball. This could be dangerous. Oh, doesn't quite go to hand, but it goes back. Henry Matayo, and then a forward pass. That was a moment there. They could have gone very wrong for the TKV Reds. Brian Akava will be having to think about that, what just happened. That could have been big trouble for them. I'm positive he won't do that again and make sure the ball does go into men in space. Just ensure that they get back on the right part and the right side of the field to be able to score points. Scrum feed halfway. Jason Porteru puts it through, finds Vienga, doesn't, oh, actually goes straight to hand on the centres. A hanging pass, and Brian Akava catches it on the fly. That was actually a great run there on the edge by Tafa Reeves. Throws the ball and it just hangs in the air, traveling forward. Really unfortunate for the TKV Reds. But that just shows you, you know, what they're able to do. If that went to hand, went back into hand, that then is sending a signal to the Bears that the Reds can open up this game. As simple as that. Basil with the feed, dishes it out to Tayo. Tayo, territory is the name of the game. Puts it up in the air, and again, Tayo finds a lot of grass. And a great play to get them upfield. Just ticking the right boxes. Tayo this afternoon, strong on defense. Doing really well for his side this afternoon. Setting the play as he should with number 10 on his back. Just an injured player down in backfield. Looks like the captain of TKV just needed some attention on his leg, but he's back, he's okay. Doing really well as Kenna, captain of the TKV Reds. And what a veteran to the game he is as well. You know, he's not young, Kenna, but he's still playing Premier Rugby here in the Cook Islands. Certainly tells you a lot. He still has a young heart to still want to represent, still want to play. And he's doing well so far for his Red side, leading the way. And unfortunate, Mara throws it directly to the Bears lineup. And the Bears now far side, going for a scoot on the edge. They get caught there. Very lucky for the Reds that the Bears did not score in that instance, but they are penalised for the foul play, interfering, I believe, at the breakdown, which stops the Bears from scoring. But again, the Bears on top shape at the moment, down in the far side, deep inside TKV Reds zone. Another opportunity. I'd be looking for a short line out at the front and get the drive on. Well, they go to the middle and they overthrow it. And the Reds get it back and put a boot to ball. And unfortunately, it goes straight to hand. Bisa throws on out to his centre. And they lose the ball. Perry gets boot to ball again, getting his Reds downfield. What a great kick. It's still in. Tayo scoots back. Alarm bells going off for the moment for the Bears. They manage to hold this off. They got to use it quickly. Basil gets one, kicks it over the Reds' head and straight out. Well done for the Bears to be able to get out of trouble. Bears doing well this afternoon to respond to the hot favourites of the comp this afternoon, the Reds. Just a few things not quite working for the Reds at the moment. And I don't think it's functional, I just think it's just all the little plays that's going on and personal errors. Mara gets another opportunity for throw-in. He'll want to make sure this goes straight to hand, and it does. Perry dishes it off to his backline. The Reds firing away. Brian Akava throws one on the inside, and the Reds, just like that, they respond. Looks like Say scoring that try for the Reds. Say Koloini Nuviti scoring that for the TKV Reds. I could actually be wrong, just a moment. I'm not sure if that's number 11 or number 14 that actually scored that. However, the Reds have responded. They're on the score sheet this afternoon. A lot of firepower, a lot of speed, a lot of skill in this TKV Red side. Able to score from anywhere on the field. And they certainly do that with the kick to come from being up. Goes straight ahead. Converts the goal, but unfortunately something has happened on the kick. He's tweaked something. It does not look good. Vinga adds another 2 points for his trouble. And the score now 7-0. 7-all, sorry. 7 apiece in the main match this afternoon. And what a great fixture we've had here in Raimaru as well. Starting with the senior women's, who was won by the Tupapa Lady Panthers against the TKV Reds. And here we find the Overture Eels taking on the Tupapa Panthers, and that game was won by the Tupapa Panthers, the men's premiers, just before this match. And that was won by 27 points to 20. Panthers in favour. And what a response to both sides. Were obviously looking for a bit of vengeance after recent weeks of defeats. Both sides. And now in the main match of the day with the TKV Reds and the Arorangi Bears, as we take a moment at the right now to await the injury assessment of Venga Reupena, who tweaked his leg on the kick. Certainly something wrong with such a brave warrior for the red side, and he's just limping away. He doesn't want to come off. He knows how important he is to this team, and the Bears go for a short kick and they get it back. Smart play, but a lot of grunts, a lot of power coming through from the Reds. It's coming through on the side there. Oh, the Reds. But as I said before, Venga, you know, he's someone that hates not playing. So he's going to do whatever he can to stay on. But worst case scenario, by the way he's going at the moment, might actually be a big problem for the Reds side, and replacements will probably need to be considered. However, as we resume play, the Bears, Basil Matapo with the opportunity to convert this penalty into 3 points. Looks beautiful, great kick through by the Aotearoa Bears. Adds on the points in the conversion goes through for the Bears. Doing well so far, the Bears. 10-7. Substitutions on for the Reds. Venga taking a rest at the moment, and the Reds just aren't putting the pieces together at the moment. The Bears have got the ball. The kick doesn't quite go 10. Referee's allowing this to play, but it should actually go back to halfway. And he does. He calls it back. Looks like substitution for the Reds is Willie making an entrance to this game this afternoon for the TKV Reds. scrum midfield. Basil Matapu with the feed. Looks at the corner and finds open space out the back. The Bears very intentional on how they want to play this afternoon. And that's a territory game, ensuring that they get down to the Reds' end zone and create their plays and play rugby down that end. It's a great play there by Basil Matapu. Now the Reds with the line-out option just outside the 22. Simple play there using Napoleoni. The Bears. Basil looks to kick in the corner. Can Brian Akava get underneath it? He doesn't. Once again, another great kick in the corner. Not quite the 50-22 it would have been, but he did definitely walk over the halfway line. So it does not count as a 50-22. But certainly still a great kick. Putting more pressure on the TKV Reds. You're looking at key men in the TKV Reds lineup. And line out time through Kali Ratsu. Just manages to get the ball, does Napoleoni. Tui Vanua just taps the ball slightly but does not quite land carefully. What are we looking at here? Possible try? Yep, so we resume play just on the knock-on. But I think the Reds, they were lucky to get off on that one because I think there was a ball forced over the white line by the Bears following that knock-on. So they're relieved that it is not the case. And they play at scrum time. They definitely need to try and compete. Oh no, okay, I'm wrong. Looks like the Bears have knocked that on and it's Red's feed. Strong carry at the back of the scrum is Pio. Tapuase, number 8 for the Reds. Strong carry but does not hold on to the ball. Strong gust of wind, change direction of the wind now. As you can see, the trees are smiling and the wind's blowing just behind us at the moment, blowing across the field. So what will the Bears do here? They go right. Taio dishes it off. Micah just loses the ball. Had no man in front, he would have ran right through. Really unlucky that ball didn't go to hand. Would have been another Bears 5-pointer on the board. But the Reds relieved to not concede. Jason Potoru with the feed. Gets it off the back, puts a boot to ball, kicks it midfield. Can he get his chase line to come up? Henry Mateo goes for a little run, flicks it off to Micah. Micah gets tripped over. That's a possible illegal tackle, and it is picked up by the referee. I mean, it's not a tackle, but tripping. Wasted opportunity there. Micah goes for the run and throws one out to the wing, which doesn't quite go to the hand of Pisa. The Reds right now are just under a lot of pressure. You know, they've had to endure this great start that the Bears are bringing to this match just to try and find their rhythm, but also just adjusting themselves now with key players like Savinga, who's been their leader in this side, and especially leading them around the field. How they make this adjustment to ensure they have a playmaker that can stand up and fill the shoes of good players like them. Now is the time to do it with this Bears side getting their go forward. Jeff Taripo made strong contact, who have all been called offside at the moment. A penalty gifted, and I think an easy 3-point that is made much easier now with a bit of back chatter coming from the Reds players, which may now change the mind of the Bears to go from 3 points and now seek the 5, since they are quite close to the line. And they do that. The Reds making menace through that breakdown. Again, the Reds penalised, being in an offside position. Bears, they feed off to Big Magic. Goes for a carry. Sets it up short of the line. Basil looking for the ball. Tayo steps one in. Compose, little player. Unfortunately, throws one into the face of Amani. And the Reds are called offside. Referee stops time and has a little chat to the Reds players, just giving them a bit of warning. There's been a few too many penalties in this area, which may lead to a possible card. Rob Heather steps up for the tap. Quick switch up of their attacking play. Big Nelson gets snapped up by the Reds, and Big Magic picks up the ball and grounds it on what we might think is the wrong line. I think he actually may have placed it on the soccer line, if I'm right. Okay, whatever just happened, it's turned out to be a penalty to the Reds. You be the judge, I think. I think you can see better on what's happened there. But the Reds were saved and they are out of trouble at the moment. But unfortunately, they do have a player down, so a bit of stoppage to check on the well-being of our players on field. Perry, Ione getting some attention at the back there. as we approach this half time of this match. The Reds there caught in the end zone. Basil kicks it, runs it out. And the boys go to half time with the Bears dominating this first half. What has been an exciting match. And the Reds certainly have served their troubles this afternoon. Still able to score, still able to bring some firepower, but certainly a conversation that I think the coaches are looking forward to having with their boys in this break to ensure the second half can be improved and it can be dominated. Certainly one that we're going to be looking forward to as we take a short break this afternoon. And we'll look forward to the second half between the TKV Reds and the host club, the Arorangi Bears. Good. All right, we're back, ready for the second half. Awesome first half there that we witnessed this afternoon. I mean, what looks like a awesome start, especially for this Arorangi Bears outfit, certainly turning up for their home game this afternoon. And the Reds just able to collect their way upfield to score a try but certainly some adjustments they've had to make. And this second half will be some answers waiting as the Reds kick off. And immediately we get a penalty. Referee explaining his way, puts up the left hand in favor of the Aotearoa Bears. Once again, marching upfield. Some possible back chatter happening. Bit of ill discipline by the Reds earlier on in the second half. Certainly some disagreements, I think, from the players voicing their opinions, but at the end of the day, the referee makes a call. It is the final call. So the Bears now find themselves upfield in the Reds territory. Big Nelson sets himself up for a throw to the front. Kiana Pomari. Taio carries it straight, dishes it off to his captain. Bisa has a run, flicks it off unnecessarily. Pio goes for a run here. He's taken down just over the 40-metre line. Toto Atuia stands his ground. Perry cleans up. Kenna takes one down for his side. The Reds set up midfield. The Reds still carrying through and they dish the ball off. The ball's just going everywhere at the moment. Jason Potoru, can he tidy things up? The Reds have just got to settle down here. Find some fluency and get into it, but they're met by strong defense. TKV not wasting any time. Playing for it, Big Pio in open space at the moment. Unfortunately, it does fall over and loses the ball at the same time. Having a good giggle there is Big Pio, number 8 of the TKV Reds. I think just as he goes and fends off the opposition, he ends up pushing himself over and he loses the ball on the landing. But the infringement here, linesman wants to have a chat with the referee and wants to make an act on this call because it was a high shot. And the conversation is because it could be very dangerous, and it certainly was. Just a quick meeting there in the middle with the captain. And Jeffrey Mangele takes a breather for 10. Just a high shot. It was heavy contact. Reds, they get their play upfield, opting for the line out. Mara throws one in. Doesn't quite go to hand, but he gets the ball back. The Reds just settle outside the 22. Jason finds Kali. Big Kali Ratu goes for a run. There's a little bit of wrap around the head there. Ref doesn't see it. Brian looking for the ball. Dishes it off to Perry. Perry finds Tuffa. And an offload there, centre field by Josh Koroi. Dishing it off to his pairing centre. They're going slowly upfield. Kenna throws one out to the outside, finds his men in red. Strong run there. Napo loses the ball though. Toto settles there. Basil, we're looking for a kick, and it's charged down. Napo Leone puts a big hand up, gets the charge down. All right, looks like a 22-meter dropout. Basil gets a kick restart downtown. Great catch there by Willie. He goes for a run, tries to fence off Henry. Brian Akava stands up, sizes up his opposition. And Pita just fumbling the ball. They managed to get themselves back in order. The Reds, Jason goes short side. Stopping, starting, fending. Brian has to clean up. Got a little chip through, I'm not sure if that's what you want to do, especially when you got Tayo to the response. Maika looks for the corner, open space. Brian's grass, and it bounces over Willie's head. Ball still in play. Tayo kicks his that forward. Robert Heather cleans up. A small chip through by Tayo. The question is, does he ground the ball? Certainly a lot of supporters think so. But I think the players know it too. That it should have been a try, or should be a try. The TKV Reds, they're not responding too much because I think they know also. But it ain't. A relief. Right, okay, got it. It was a held up. Rob does get over the line, but TKV Reds just managed to hold it up. Great little play, great little kick there by Micah, and his chasers just got through. Put foot to ball, and finally ball to hand, but just didn't quite score. Brian Akava with the kick restart. Goes to the hand of Micah. Bears looks for space on the ground. Does Henry get? No, he doesn't. Still, the Bears have it. Captain Toto keeping it simple. The Bears having the setup in place. The Reds just slightly offside there. Working his way through. The Bears. Big Magic just runs into a big red wall. Bears fires it out to the edge. Tayo throws it back door to Henry. Kiana Pomari waiting on the edge. Just got to settle the play here. Got to roll away. The Reds just trapped there inside. Tayo looking for the ball. Dishes it off to Basil. Heavy contact coming through by the Reds. Shipping it off to Rob Heather. Couldn't quite shake off the tackle. Basil looks right. Likes the setup there. Toto. Big Pio coming to the party. Sending a signal. I got you, boy. And the Reds have got the ball back. Big Carly. Standing up. Players in the way. Big Mara goes for a run. Mara Atamu. Can he get the ball back though? Couldn't quite do it. Jeff Taripo was all over that. However, an advantage to the Reds has now given the Reds an opportunity at scrum time. Jason Portoro with the feed. Needs to get this ball out quickly. Brian steps in the playmaking role. Finds a lot of ground there on the kick. Henry Mataio just managed to swerve, but he's in trouble at the moment. Can his boys support him? Certainly can. Tayo puts on the goosey, puts on the left footer. And here we go, another hot stepper coming through as well. The Bears, can they flow this on? Bears goes for a little chip out the back. Oh, tough up Reeves, and he loses it. Tough up Reeves for the Reds. Unfortunately, loses the ball, but gets a heavy contact also coming through from the Bears. Great little kick in the back corner there by Basil. Spots a bit of space, spots his players also to the right, running through. From a slight knock on to now a penalty play. The Reds march upfield. Mara doesn't quite throw it to the hand of his teammates, but they still manage to cycle the ball. Referee doesn't like what he sees, calls a scrum instead in favour of the TKV Reds. Substitutions on for the Aotearoa Bears. Kiana Pomari takes a rest. Quite a sneaky pass there, but unfortunate it did go forward. Big Pio got a bit of skill on the takeoff and flicks one on the inside. Toes flank up. Execution wasn't quite there. And now they find themselves on defense, having to try and keep the Bears from getting any closer to their try line. Scrum packs down. The Bears get the ball out. Tayo dishes it all, wraps around, leaves the ball behind. Bit of a mess going on at the moment. The Reds able to disrupt. Jason kicks one into an offender. Rob Heather puts a toe through. Tougher Reeves is back on his feet. Gets caught in goal. Which therefore makes for a goal line dropout. The Reds here will need to get back on the other end. They need to find it within themselves to be able to work as a collective and get back down the other end and score some points. Micah stands up, throws one to the right. Might be isolated here, sure enough. Well, the Bears still continue play, but now it's in the hands of the Reds. Perry settles inside the 22. Jason Potoru looks for a box kick. It's touched there. It's anyone's ball. The Bears losing it forward. Possible high shot there. Accidental. The referees don't see it. We'll play scrum. Knock on. Reds inside their own half. Ball pops out the back there for Jason. Feeds it off to Brian. Josh Koroi sets his centers up. Peter Isaiah carries through for the Reds. And just the Bears just making a mess of it for the Reds. Slow ball at the breakdown, and Perry runs on his own. He gets the support from his teammates. Jason looks for the ball, digs it out. Finds Big Pio. Pio throws it out to his captain. But just wasn't expecting it. Just standing flat-footed, no depth. Therefore, having to catch as well as evade the opposition at the same time. The Reds have just got to find their flow again. They've got to give themselves space and time to be able to attack and utilize the ball. Right now, they're just not quite in the match at the moment the way they normally are. Fluency, like they have been over the past few weeks. The Bears, however, on the other end, have fluency and they have confidence to create plays. And right now, Tougher Reeves having to work hard in the back by himself with no support around. The Bears right now certainly able to get the numbers there. They win the penalty, opting for the kick. in goal to extend their lead. It's still a tight match at the moment between these two sides. Although the TKV Reds seem to be under pressure, but they seem united still, and they still have a strong character. It's just a matter of trying to stop the force that's coming through from the Bears. And at the moment, Basil, he'll want to extend the lead.
Don't forget Basil, check the win, check the pressure.
Can he make it 13-7? And he certainly can. The Reds just trailing by 6 at the moment. All they've got to do is get back down into enemy territory, get a strong defense, contest for the ball, and just bring some energy on attack as well with a bit of patience. I'm sure they'll find their feet again, especially in process as they get a kickoff. First missed tackle in place. They need to ensure from this point on they get a good defense line going forward, especially against this attacking Bears outfit who are doing really well. Tougher Reeves gets a kick up, doesn't go where he wants it to, kicks it straight out. It's little personal errors such as this, uncharacteristic errors that are just cost this Red side a bit of grief, especially when they're trying to at least get their game plan going. As we see substitutions coming on for the Bears this time. Big Rich making his entrance, his debut for the Aotearoa Bears. Rob Heather looks for his playmaker, and there it is. Avaiki Ama makes an emphasis on this game in that line-out time. Basil finds Henry. Henry finds heavy contact and probably too high. Petero just accidental, just as the player was on his way down, he finds himself with a high shot onto the Bears player. He's okay. Oh, Henry Mateo, tough warrior, strong rookie of the season as well. Penalty opportunity on offer. Basil Matapo doing really well with his kicking so far. And 41 meters out on the angle. Basil certainly has the potential to get this through the sticks. The wind has stopped completely at the moment. Basil strikes it just slightly to the left. He's got the distance. Just a radar, not quite target.
Also to all our fathers out there for tomorrow, happy Father's Day to all our fathers. To all our brothers, Father, I wish you could have asked for my brothers, for my area, to the whole my brothers,
Get the restart, 22-meter restart. Brian Akava finds a bit of grass. Tayo patiently gets a boot to the ball, gets it up, leaves it all to the Reds to try and get themselves out of trouble. And a kick that was competed by the Bears here, but just accidental. Just losing the ball there. Quite clear, quite clear in what the Bears are trying to do. Just having the Reds to work out of their own half. They haven't been able to go into the Bears' territory for long enough periods. At the moment, it's just all in the Reds' territory at the moment. The Bears are just applying a lot of pressure in the second half. Jason Potoru with the feed. They managed to hold on to it. Josh Kroy looks for a back door and doesn't quite hold on to it, let's say. And the Bears, Isaiah on the edge there. Bit of scuffle going on there. Penalty given to, no, not quite a penalty, sorry, a scrum. Slight knock on there by the Reds. The Bears backline, they go, they seem to find a lot of space. Henry steps in, dishes it off to the middle. Basil at the bottom there. Penalty, unfortunately. Foul play coming through, a big peel. Flies over the top of a ruck illegally. Can't quite do that. Man, a guy his size to be able to jump over a pod such as that, that's a scary view. And he did that, but unfortunately cost the team a penalty, which is probably going to be detrimental to the way the scoreboard looks at the moment, as Basil attempts for a close option of a penalty goal, which in hope he can get 3 points and just extend the lead by 9. And he certainly does that now. Kicks it right through. The Bears go to 16 points to 7. And they extend their lead by 9 points. And as we go to the kick restart, as we can see, the TKV Reds with reinforcements, substitutions on. Damn, that just reminds me of the bomb squad. TKV Reds substituting the entire bench onto the field. Now let's hope this is the type of substitution they need that's going to bring change to the way the game's going at the moment to be in favour for the Reds. Set up. Settles one, carries through, fresh legs, chips and chase, and gives it right back to the Bears. They need to be contesting everything from this point on as the second half progresses towards the end of the game. The referee stops time, wants to have a conversation with. Unfortunately, an incorrect substitution by the look of things. Extra players on the field, unfortunately. Just incorrect subbing by the TKV Reds, having too many players on. Ten minutes left in this match.
Beautiful kick there from Narangan Bayu.
The Bears on a roll at the moment, just outside the 22 of the Reds. Set up quite well at the moment. The Bears, can they execute at the jump? They certainly can. Basil gets the ball. Corner is the name of the game. One end to the other. The Bears just chewing up the meters. Let's go upfield. Now they go to defensive line out. I would imagine they would also try and compete. And this one, Jeff Taripo commanding his boys. Let's go, come in. Let's get up and compete for this ball. The Reds, on the other hand, the mindset will be to first execute this line out and then make an exit. They managed to scrape it up in the front there. Advantage on offer for the Reds. Brian, can he get a kick away? He certainly can. But we come back for the advantage here. Oh, it's a penalty advantage. They get the penalty, which is great for them. Brian, he'll be disappointed with that kick, just coming off the side of his boot. Doesn't go any further than 10 meters. In fact, 5. They're still within their 22. Great throw in. Jason Potoru kicks it deep and kicks it out. They find themselves halfway. Oh, is it not? It's within. Take it back. I am positive that was inside the 22. Therefore, oh, very controversial. I don't think that's the right call. The Reds were inside the 22 in a throw-in. Very disappointing there for, I think, the Reds. Bears on attack at the moment. Strong carry, strong run. Can the Reds contest there? Nice easy ball through. Tupou getting a whack on for the Bears and going forward. Nice clean up there on the deck. Maiva tries to clean it up for the Reds. The Bears just losing it there. What's he saying from the side? Yes. really unlucky there. You know, it should have been 40 meters upfield. To the Bears line out, but unfortunately was called back. So the Reds now find themselves conceding a penalty and probably another 3 points, which will extend the lead out to 12 in favour of the Bears as substitutions are made for the Aotearoa Bears. Leaders of the lineouts take a rest. Amani Ama, Jeff Taripo, workhorse of the day, and Basil stepping up once again, converting 3 points, turning their lead into 12 with a score of 19-7, less than probably 5 minutes now. At the moment, the Reds just aren't responding as well as they normally would. But it just makes this competition much more interesting as the Reds are sitting at number 1. And I'm sure things will change slightly after this match. Basil with a kick, but directly into contact. The Reds losing it. Totoa, captain of the Bears, frustrated that he lost that. He had his mind set on the ball for a runaway. Well, they still have the ball. They still have the scrum. Bears with the feed. Tayo looks for Basil. Basil looks for the corner again. Speed coming through. Henry Matayo tries to isolate Seta. Seta gets a kick. He's got to get his team on side. Tayo sizes up his opposition. Frees himself up and still goose-stepping his way through. Will he go all the way? Places it back. Numbers out to the left. And a try to young Henry Matayo. And that probably seals the day, seals the game. Closing out this match, which has been a dominant performance by the Aotearoa Bears the entire match. And they were just a different outfit for this TKV side, who will be thinking about a lot there, but they certainly have had some trouble today, especially with key players going down, silly errors happening on the field. But as far as I can see, they are still a spirited team. They're still in this. And this will be some lessons learned that they'll take away out of today's match. And I know they'll come back stronger next week, being the final host of the competition. Basil Matapo with the kick. Puts on a Perola. He gets the kick. On point for another 2 points just to rub it in. As we get the kick restart, McNels receives it. had a big day today, Big Nelson. Tayo once again. You know, the Bears are just full of confidence at the moment. Being able to kick. Willie gets caught there. Tayo touches the ball, doesn't quite take it away with them. Set up. Johnny Seta. Strong carry through the Reds, finally making something of their opportunity being in enemy territory. The continuity is so important. They've got to do it together. They can't afford to have one player go to work by himself. He's going to keep things simple for now. Right now, they go out to the edge. He could be isolated. There needs to be some support there. Brian steps in. Carly tries to clean it up. Players not rolling away from the Bears. Carly goes for the quick tap. Strong carry, offloads there to Pita. Finally, the Reds have some go forward. Josh settles the play, tries to milk the penalty. Jason Portoru, he's upright at the moment. He needs to set that play down. Reds have got to set themselves up very quickly. Advantage there on the high shot. Reds have just got to tap and go. They've got to give it everything they can. Koroi sets up. Pick and go there by the Reds. Portoru dishes off to Koroi. Can the Reds score and finish off this match with a 5-pointer? They get pretty close. They throw back in. And that should do it. The Bears walk away victors of today. What has been a dominant performance by the host club. Certainly a brave performance by the TKV Reds, but that's going to teach them a few things about their own performance. Certainly can't take away anything from the hot favourites of the competition this far. They will certainly go back to the drawing board with their coach Afato, who will just set the standard again, fix up a few things that didn't quite go well. But it was just a dominant performance today by the Aotearoa Bears, so take nothing away from the Reds. Very questionable in some parts of the game for both sides, I'm sure. And they'll have a look at the footage, they'll have a look at what they can do better. And both sides, I'm sure, will be better next week as we go back to the town side where TKV Reds will host the last game of regular season before we head into the playoffs over the next 2 weeks. But it certainly has been a awesome afternoon. It's been great being out here in Raimaru Park with a full schedule of rugby action kicking off at 10 a.m. this morning with our Ruck Stars, continued by our Ripper under 14 girls, then on to our juniors tackle rugby, then followed by an awesome match between our women's with the TKV Reds and the Tupapa Panthers, then follow up by our double headers this afternoon with the Tupapa Panthers going victors over the Overture Eels at 27 points to 20. And the main match of today between the Aotearoa Bears and the TKV Reds. And the Bears walking away with a dominant performance with 26 points to 7. Certainly has been a great afternoon, and we'd just like to quickly say thank you and a big mea takimata to Polynesian media for bringing our coverage live to the world and showcasing our local rugby talent that's here in the Cook Islands in our Rarotonga domestic competition. We certainly hope you've enjoyed watching our coverage this afternoon, and would like to wish you all the very best wherever you're watching from. And just a very quick shout out and show of love to our fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to all you gentlemen and all you gentle mothers who are solo mothers and fathers. Happy Father's Day to you all. May God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you back again on our live stream in Tupapa as we see TKV Reds host our final regular season matches. Kia ora na tātou e kia monuia.